Hi, welcome to the News Agenda for Thursday, May 6th, 2021. I know I had a show that should have come out on Monday, May 3rd, which was Great Lakes Awareness Day. Did you know that? Did you know that they exist? They're right there. If you didn't know, then the day failed. Anyway, the 6th is National Day of Reason and National Prayer Day because, of course, it's both of these things because neither one or the other, the atheists or the believers, can let the other one have nice things. Anyway, let's cover a little older news because I missed, as I said, Monday, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Oh yeah, I really hurt my back, so I'm sitting down. Last Wednesday, President Joe Biden finally had two women standing behind him, catching faint whiffs of his hair. He addressed Congress, the country, and, I guess the world. He said words, and the words are mostly meaningless. His supporters said that the words were good, his detractors said that they were bad, and partisan gridlock lived on. Senator Tim Scott offered a rebuttal. The words were mostly meaningless. His supporters said they were good. His detractors said that they were bad. Partisan gridlock lived on. However, Tim Scott is a black man, and so there were honestly some fucking terrible racist things from quote-unquote left-leaning people, which I then thought about dismissing because I don't want to talk about it, but hey, they bothered me. White people, like myself, were evoking racist imagery when discussing him, and just fucking don't. How about that? God, you are disappointing. Attack his statements, not him, you fucking fools. Just because you went to a BLM protest doesn't give you points to use against... It doesn't give you points to use racist attacks against people. The speeches were meaningless. Apparently Biden said something about having trans people's backs, and that's great. I hope you like my shampoo, Joe, because what else the fuck are you doing back there? I don't see anything. I see laws criminalizing treatments of trans kids, but also young adults. What are you doing? Oh, you're going to act? You said you're going to act? President Biden, you nominated Dr. Levine. Great. You mentioned us in your pseudo State of the Union. Great. But now families are moving out of their states to save their own kids. What are you going to do besides lift up already successful trans people? Fuck off. Or do something. In other president news, the president of the Catholics, Pope Francis, issued a new law. El Papa imposed a limit of 40 euros on gifts to Vatican employees that are quote-unquote work-related. Now, work-related is kind of a weird phrasing when you're talking about God. Because isn't everything related to God? Isn't everything work-related? And it's not necessarily work, it's a calling, right? You're not running a God smithy, are you, Pope? Anyway, he justified the amount by saying any more than that is potentially too gay and should be avoided unless it involved children. And then, we'll just ignore it. The law also requires Vatican superiors to declare biannually that they're not stashing money into tax havens and aren't under criminal investigation for tax evasion, laundering, or other crimes. I'm sorry, not biannually. That's also too gay. Every other year. The Biden administration, though, did do something good. They backed waiving patent protections on COVID vaccines because, everything. This was opposed by the pharmaceutical people and Bill Gates, who said that 640,000 of shots should be enough for any country. Also in Bill Gates news, Bill and Melinda Gates are getting divorced. Some say he's blue screening every time she asks him to do something. In related to vaccine news, reaching herd immunity is unlikely in the U.S. due to vaccine hesitancy, experts now believe. Fortunately, Colorado has legalized human composting, so that's a start. But to be fair, mountain climbers have been leaving their buddies to decompose in the mountain passes for years. At least now, though, you can eat shrooms grown from your dead friends. In back to normal news, I've started venturing out of the house, and That's weird. I got used to not being stared at for the past year. It was pretty fun. At least we know that's because I'm hot. And why we can't have nice things, Joe Manchin. He said he did not support DC statehood for some obscure reason, because according to the Constitution, it's a stupid reason. The district isn't set by the Constitution to be so big. It's set by the Congress to be so big. It can be changed. It could be moved or limited in scope. You know what? I think he just wants the attention. In animal abuse news, Medina Spirit won the Kentucky Derby. American Spirit came in second before gin and non-alcoholic lager came in last. In Facebook news, Facebook will maintain its ban on Donald Trump. To which I say, who? I wish. Trump prefers to call the man, wah, this is a total disgrace. Wah. Well, some of his supporters have said that he should start his own social media company. He instead started a blog. On the blog, he'll post his observation. The blog is supposed to be called Trump Talk, named after Trump Steaks, Trump Vodka, and Trump University. In homelessness news, a federal judge has vacated the national eviction freeze, which means landlords are even worse than we thought. In Where's Harrison Ford news, an airplane crashed into a Mississippi home. Sadly, the crash killed 4 people, but without giving too much away, the plane's air flight recorder included a moonshine toast. Krispy Kreme has filed for an IPO or initial public offering. Investors say that they are wary, unsure if they'll get into a sticky bun situation. And finally, in the News Agenda news, I hate to do this. I'm taking a new day job, maybe. I don't know what this will entail as far as time commitments go, but it's an exciting new field that combines my interests in writing, physics, college, science. College? No. I'm done with college. Physics, writing, science, technology. And I intend to keep up with this the bi-weekly, twice a week schedule. You might notice some changes in branding as I combine Queer Coded with the News Agenda operations. So it shouldn't be very much different. It will be a different copyright tag. So yeah, the News Agenda is now owned by Queer Coded Media LLC. These will become one and the same with resources shared between the two. But things will only be slightly different. I just hope maybe I can get some people to do a clip or two for us. That might be fun. A little different. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And please remember, I love you.